skies and an 8-bit roar. Old school legends open the door. Shadow past, they're calling you back. Your heart's the map, no need to track. Dashing through the storm, you're the spark. Fighting like a wolf in the dark.
What's up, everybody? How's it going? Thank you so much for joining. Welcome in. How you doing today? We're going to continue our run of new Super Mario Brothers. We're at what seems to be like the world of illusion. Thank you for the react. Appreciate that. Jay Malik, I see you like every single stream, but I never see you say hi. Welcome. Thanks for joining. Hello. How's it going, everybody? Welcome. Thanks for joining. Okay, those are the newest ones I got. Okay. All right, welcome in. Thanks for joining. Hello. We're going to play some new Super Mario Brothers. All right. We'll stretch the screen out here. Hey! Look at that. Starting the stream off with some stars, man. That's incredible. Holy shit, Jody and Alvin with some stars. Dude, we gotta finish the star party. That's amazing. Can we finish a star party within the first 5 freaking minutes? Man, holy crap. Thank you so much. Welcome in. Star Party Challenges started already. Good lord. Holy shit, Jody Spencer with the Star Party.
Hi, Ed and chat.
Thank you so much, dude. 500 stars from Jody. Can we complete that shit? Alvin, welcome in. Thank you so much. Jody with 500 stars. You're awesome, brother. God, love seeing you on that star list again, man. Who's gonna help with the star party? They started a star party right at the beginning of the stream. Can you try on my glasses? Yeah, Punksticks. Hey, Alvin with another 100 stars, dude. Hell yeah. Let's see if we can complete a star party before I even truly start the stream. That'd be incredible. Lordy, man. Lordy. Amazing. Thank you so much, Alvin. Thank you so much, Jody. What's up, Dillingham? That's so crazy that there's 6 comments in the stream and 4 of them are star sends. That's incredible. All right, I'm going to update the Streamlabs. Let's see, that puts us at 2984. Amazing.
He's the first member of the DK crew.
All right, 2 minutes left on the Star Party. Jody tried to finish a good portion of it. Thanks, Jody.
Here I go.
You guys are awesome. Thank you so much. Here we go. Oh yeah, Jody.
And I will always.
I'm sorry, Julius. A from Crazy Work. The Star Party is going to be incomplete, but I still appreciate you guys so much. Thank you so much for starting a Star Party. Oh well. Oh, yep, I see that. Sorry about that. Here we go. Thanks for letting me know. Sometimes I can't tell because I can't hear I can't hear the sound that you guys are hearing, you know what I mean? Unfortunately. I'm gonna stir my coffee really quick. What's up, Johnny? How you doing, man? Now I gotta say, the Star Party was not completed. But how awesome is it that we had a Star Party start right at the beginning of the stream and nearly completed some of it? That's pretty awesome. Thank you so much. High five to Alvin and Jody. Thank you so much. I am still really super thankful for that. Thank you so much, you guys. That's awesome. Hey, the Punk Sticks. Thank you so much, man. The Punk Sticks with the doll hair. Damn it.
Here I go.
Here we go. Man, thank you so much. No!
Here I go.
It's a very tough Mario. I really would have rather had a power-up game. Here we go. I'm gonna wait till it gets over me again. Oh my gosh! I thought I was gonna be perfectly set on it. Damn it. Good thing I have a lot of freaking lives. You suck, you jackass!
Like a routine aircraft carrier playset. The dramatically detailed, perfectly trimmed replica of the real thing that holds 25
There we
micrometers.
go.
Fabulous, fantastic features, 2 totally terrific elevators, real working hoist, runway, and 2 cargo arms.
God damn it.
Here I go.
Rough start. It's a rough start on this game here today. Let's try this again, shall we? I mean, fuck. Should I just load my save state again? I might do that. Get my lives back. Get my power up back. Lordy. Here we go. All right.
Here I go.
Here we go. Let's try this again, shall we? This is the I Suck run. Kevin, welcome. And big, huge thank you again to Jody, Spencer, and Alvin for all the stars at the beginning of the stream. That was amazing. God damn it. Are you fucking kidding me?
Here I go.
Lord, this game is not that hard. Well, I could have had a power up there. All right. There we go. Fucking hell. Actually said I needed that. Sweet. Good laugh. Hell yeah. I can appreciate that. Failure is a form of comedy. I'll be your fail army today. Ooh, secret exit. That was fast.
So nice.
Well, we'll have to beat the level again to get the regular exit, but we still got the secret exit. What's up, Noah? How you doing, dude?
Here I go.
I didn't see you there, Noah. I apologize, buddy. How you doing, man? Here we go. Doing much better this time. Knock on wood. Man, we had a good dinner tonight. And it was just all leftovers. We ate some leftover Olive Garden soup. We got a bag of onion rings that Cortina brought home from Target, which was a really good idea. The kids had some cheese sandwiches and some onion rings and some soup, and we had some pork. We had some pulled pork that my brother-in-law smoked for us. We had Owen and Tabby had smoked pork sandwiches, and I had one too. And So did Lucas and Eli. It was really good. Good makeshift dinner, just out on leftovers.
That's so nice.
Staying warm for sure. Welcome in. What's up, Patty? How's it going, buddy?
Here I go.
Patty Kopecki has liked the stream. No. -30 weather. Good Lord.
Here I go.
There we go. See, now this one will be a mushroom and it goes right back there. So I took every game from my EverDrives, like what I was using for my Super NT, my Mega SG, and my AVS, and I put them all on my I put them all on here. So like there's like 9,000 Nintendo games on here now. Of course, like a lot of them are doubles and stuff like that, but freaking, there we go. It's an easier way to get them. Well, I would say not too many of them are doubles, but a good, I would say at least probably 1,000 of them are doubles, but a lot of them are like Europe games, hacks and stuff like that. A lot of ROM hacks. It's crazy. Check this out real quick. I'll come back here.
Bye-bye.
We can do that. And then just check this out really quick. Look at this. 9,733 games on here. But there's always there's of course like the regular, you know, like Nintendo games and stuff. But this right here, this EverDrive NES games, this is everything that was on here. How am I playing this game? I'm playing it on the DS. But look at this. This is everything that was on here. This is A through F US, R through Z, then A through Z Europe, then A through Z Japan, and then other regions, and then there's hacks. Look how many Mario hacks are on this thing. All these Mario hacks. And then not only that, but there's always all these hacks too. There's hacks for just, these are all NES game ROM hacks. Every single one of them. This thing has ROM hacks galore on it. There's even more Mario ROM hacks. My gosh, you can play as Proto Man, but then there's also the Super Nintendo games. Look at all the hacks on Super Nintendo now. Look at all these, like these Super Mario Kart hacks. And look at all these Super Mario World hacks. Hold on. Here we go. These are all just Mario World hacks right here. Every one of these. Pretty damn excited about that. There's a lot more Sega stuff that I dumped on there.
Bye-bye.
Pretty crazy though.
It's me, Mario.
Ray, if you ever get a Steam Deck, I'll show you everything that I did. So much to turn Mario and Luigi to Bert and Ernie at. Good lord. I didn't think there was many more official titles than what, 1,000? Yeah, no, there's like 700. It's a boatload of ROM hacks. And yeah. I would say I would say a third of it is probably Japanese games. There's also Famicom disc games on there that I need to learn how to use. I need the BIOS for Famicom disc games. But yeah, lots. Crazy.
Here I go.
Josh Hazelwood made this EverDrive for me right here too, and this thing had all that stuff on there. And I dumped all the EverDrive stuff on there. How the hell are you getting new Super Mario Brothers on your Steam Deck? Because this thing is incredible. What up again, A2D? How you doing, man?
Here I go.
Because I basically studied for like a week learning this thing. A2D bro, can I get it on my handheld PC? Yeah, you sure can. You just gotta look up how to get DS games on your handheld PC. You need to go to YouTube and you need to just type in like how to get this and that. Just that's all I really did, dude. All I did was look up videos and learn. I can't directly show you guys, but I can, you know, like I can point you, I can show you the videos that I used, basically. Is it cool, man? Want a party? So DS doesn't require any kind of BIOS. All you have to do, like Sega CD is a hard one to use. Anything that requires BIOS is typically tough to use, but it's not impossible. Like I found the Sega CD BIOS and put them on here, and there's a BIOS folder you just drop the BIOS files into. The BIOS is essentially just the system. And like I had to look for the PS2 BIOS yesterday, 2 days ago, and I found the PS2 BIOS. But like the PSP, no BIOS required. You just get the emulator and dump the ROMs in a folder, and you just have to dump the ROMs in the right folder. Yeah, there probably is, absolutely. And you just got to be, you know what? Honestly, what I do sometimes too is I slow down the video speed to like half the speed, and they're talking really slow, but sometimes I need that because I'm kind of a dumbass, so I have to, you know, have the slow talking so I can follow along. But I mean, I literally was up last week like 4 to 5 nights in a row. Oh my god, are you kidding me? I was up like 4 to 5 nights in a row, like just studying, learning. Like it took me so long to get the GameCube stuff working on here. PS3 I'm still trying to figure out, you know, so I haven't got it all figured out yet, but eventually. That doesn't make any sense, Punk 6, but you're awesome.
Here I
Man, I need to update this goal on YouTube really quick here. You guys have smashed the daily goal, which is incredible. Well, thanks for that. Let's try to complete the daily goal part 2. So 5371, that's going to translate to 54. Gonna round up, so I'm just gonna put it at 54. Here we go. I just meant I want to be like you with your badass emulator skills. I appreciate that. Just years and years and years of practicing, man. Like, I've been using ROMs and emulators since like 1999 when, you know, just a buddy of mine was playing Maximum Carnage on his computer. I'm like, how are you doing that? And he showed me. And, yeah. He showed me how to do it, and then years later, I always had ROMs and emulators on my phone, so I've been messing with like putting ROMs and emulators on a phone for a long time. Like I said, I'll point you to all the videos that I used. But I don't have time to directly sit there and like, I mean, if you message me, I'll be like, here's what you do. Are you stuck? Okay, cool. You do this here, you know, but I don't have time to, you know, like do like a teaching on it. But like I said, I can. God damn it. Yep. Man. Yep, you'll just also too, I don't know what device you're working with. You're gonna have to work with your own device, you know, like I don't know. I only know about the Steam Deck. I believe you're using the Lenovo, so like I don't know anything about that thing. You know, you're gonna have to learn it, man. You're gonna have to just learn how to do it, you know, follow videos, and yeah, that's really it. Like I've probably got 20, 30 hours sunk into learning this thing. And probably more, actually, honestly, now that I think about it. Who knows? I forget how long ago I got this thing. Tim D. Wayne, how long ago did I get the Steam Deck already? I mean, let me look at eBay. Let me look at eBay and see when it got here. Yep, you message me, man. I'll help you. I'll message back what I can. Let's see here. It was delivered on January 8th. Okay, so I've had it since the 8th now. Yeah, I've had it since the 8th of January. So I've had it like 13 or 14 days now. And so I guarantee I've put more than 20, 30 hours into it. I've probably got 100 hours sunk into learning this thing. It just takes a while, you know? Like, it's not something that you're going to just be like, and you get it, you know? It's going to be a lot of trial and error. It's going to be a lot of, fuck, I messed that up. Fuck, that didn't work. Gosh dang it, that didn't work. Well, that didn't work. Well, that didn't work. Well, that didn't work. Well, that worked. Cool. Okay, new thing. That didn't work. That didn't work. That didn't work. That didn't work. Okay, that worked. Cool. All right, everything works there now. Ray's in tech. Ray knows what I'm talking about. You know, fucking You know, I guarantee you Pruitt knows what I'm talking about. You know, like anybody who's worked with tech knows that it's a, you know, it's a, oh, I was wrong there. Oh, that was wrong. That was wrong. That was wrong. That was wrong. Oh, that was right. Cool. Time to move on to the next thing. Figured that out. Cool, man. I get the gist. I'll send you a message on private chat if you send me the video. Yeah. Well, what you would do is you would just look up, you just genuinely look up what you want, you know, like let's see here. Oh, motherfucker. So like you have the Lenovo. Let's see here. So how to put emulators. See, I don't even know what I'm doing here. I'm just starting somewhere on the Lenovo. Okay. And then it's just easy setup. Oh, you it looks like you would still use EmuDeck as well. So you would, even though you're using a Lenovo, you're still going to use EmuDeck as well. But here is the first video that I just literally typed this into YouTube. Type in how to install emulators on Lenovo Legion Go. That's all I typed in, and I got like 3 videos, and you're just gonna have to follow directions, and you just want to look up, you just want to Google everything that you don't understand, you know?
Here I go.
Oh yeah, I had a similar experience on the Ambernic. I've messed with emulators before, but because this was a new device, I had to learn everything again. Just some trial and error, like you said. Yep. Yeah, so that's the first video I would look up. How to, you know, so you would, you know, it's gonna walk you step by step through, you know, how to do that, how to do EmuDeck on the Lenovo. So you'll actually be using the same program that I did, but it's going to be a little different because you're going to be using Windows and not shit, and I'm using Linux. So there's going to be differences.
Here I go.
What were you wrong about, Tim? Oh, how long I had the Steam Deck? That's okay, buddy. I appreciate a dude who can admit he's wrong. Who can admit he's wrong. Alright. Not gonna wait around this time. We gotta get going. Yeah. So like Sega is super easy to do. All you got to do is get a Sega emulator and then get the ROMs and, you know. I have a Breath of the Wild question. How many stamina wheels is enough? I have 1.5 right now. Honestly, I would go for as many as you can get eventually. You know, if you can get 3, then go for 3 eventually, for real. Yeah, I always went for stamina. Like, I would get my 13 hearts, and then I would go for 3 bars of stamina immediately. So get your 13 hearts, get your Master Sword, and then go for max stamina. Because you're going to want to... You can always, you know... Yeah. You can always eat food, make food for stamina. And you can always make food for health, too. But I personally always liked to have a lot of stamina in that game. We go. I finally got the Master Sword like 2 days ago. I had to take on 2 major tests of strength to get my last 2 orbs. Nice. Very cool, Tim.
Here I go.
Seems like you're starting to get it.
Here I go.
Definitely reminds me of the World Illusion. ADD, sorry I asked earlier, but missed it as my phone messed up. How are you playing this on Steam Deck? Just curious. That's a great question. Great question, Tim. Or Ray.
Bye-bye.
So whenever you install EmuDeck, it automatically installs these emulators, but the emulators itself, these don't pop up until you put games in a folder. So once you install EmuDeck on your Steam Deck or your Lenovo, these emulators will all be there automatically. You just have to put the games in to make them work. They don't come with the BIOS, but it comes with the emulators, and you have to throw the BIOS in there. But you don't need any, like, you don't need any BIOS for MAME or TurboGrafx. You do need it for Turbo CD. You don't need it for 64. So 64, you can just have an emulator, throw ROMs in there. DS, you can just have an emulator, throw ROMs in there. You know, same with Nintendo, same with Game Boy, same with GBA, same with Game Boy Color, same with GameCube. No BIOS required for GameCube. Easy. Dolphin is easy to use. Same with Super Nintendo, same with Wii. No BIOS required for Wii. Sega CD, you do need BIOS. Dreamcast, no BIOS needed. BIOS is just the system files. That's all it is. Yeah, it's just the system file. That's all. Those are something you have to hunt down on your own. Right, like it's the, hey Debbie. BIOS are confusing. They are at first. But you just throw them in a folder and they work. I would just watch a video on what our everything you're confused about, like any question you want to ask me, watch this. Watch. What are BIOS for an emulator?
Emulators need BIOS files, which are the original console software, to work correctly. These files handle booting and hardware interaction and are often sourced from your own devices due to copyright.
I have Googled so much. Like if you guys, I have probably Googled 1,000 questions this week. So I'm telling you, like, just research. So you're gonna, if you want it to work correctly, here's the thing too, is you don't want me to set it up for you. You want to learn how to do it yourself, because then every time you have a problem, you're gonna have to message me, and I'm not gonna like that. So after a while, you know, it's like you need to fucking figure it out yourself. And that's why I quit going with, like, for a while there, like I was buying the Super Console X Pro, you know, I was buying the PlayStation Classic, I was buying things that just worked out of the box, and that's cool until they don't work anymore. And so I wanted a system that I could figure out myself, fix myself. And now, since I've put this whole thing together myself, now I understand what to do when, you know, things break. So just, I'm telling you, if you want it to work, you're gonna need to just do the research. You're gonna need to just put the time in. You're gonna have to Google every question that you have, look up an answer for every question that you have. You know, I mean, that's the realistic truth of it, you know, like, especially, you know, down the road when you have a problem. You know, like, I couldn't fix my PlayStation Classic because I didn't understand how it worked. And I tried messaging Headlock Gaming about it because he knows how they work, but he wouldn't really get back to me about it. So I actually got kind of bothered with him about that.
Here I go.
So that's why I decided to just do it myself, because I messaged him several times. I was like, hey, I don't understand this PlayStation Classic. Can you help me with one? Can I buy one from you? Can you help me set up a, you know, a disc or this and that? And it's like he was doing a giveaway of one in a stream recently. He was literally like giving one away, you know, and like, I'm like, you can't, you know, put one together for me and, you know, sell it to me or something like that. And he wouldn't do that. So yeah, I was tired of relying on people, you know? So I just wanted to figure it out for myself, do it myself. Not that I dislike Headlock Gaming at all, but I was like, you know, I just kind of got frustrated with that, you know, that he wouldn't, you know, offer me any assistance. So, you know, I just said, fuck it, I'll learn how to do it myself on something else. And it turned out better, because this has a lot more processing power than a PlayStation Classic anyways. This can run up to 360 games, and I could not run 360 games. Once again, you know, don't get me wrong, I don't have a problem with Headlocked, but at the same time, like, I thought it was, you know, like, I just got kind of bothered that he wouldn't help me. You know, I mean, I understand where he's coming from, but at the same time, you know, it was kind of like, I don't know. I just got flustered because I would at least, you know, like, anyway. Hey, Debbie, how are you?
Here I go.
Super busy, had to rework car batteries because the other guy put them in the wrong place. Now my shoulders are sore. Ivana, welcome in. And yes, I'm enjoying Breath of the Wild. I'm off Saturday, and I'm going to take out at least one Divine Beast. There you go. You always make me smile, my chica bonita. Debbie's awesome. Luckily, one had water in it, so I used cryo power to beat it, and the second one was just lucky, and those were a pain. And yeah, Breath of the Wild is so good. Debbie got super into Breath of the Wild. Now she's a freaking mean queen at that game. Debbie could do a master class on Breath of the Wild. I'm tired of getting up with that guy before he never answers. Thought it was yeah. And once again, I want to put it out there that I don't have a problem with him. I understand, but it still bothered me. You know, damn it. So once again, just tried to make something myself, and it turned out better. So it's always better just to do things for yourself. It really is. God dang it! This level's so tough, man.
Here I go.
ADD, did you find the Lionels harder in Breath of the Wild or Tears of the Kingdom? Debbie, that's a good question. I think in Breath of the Wild they were harder because there was a master mode, I felt like. But when they're all covered in goo on Tears of the Kingdom, I think they're a little tougher in Tears of the Kingdom only when they're covered in goo. You know what I mean? Like whatever that stuff was that covered all the Lionels. Oh my gosh.
Here I go.
I found an island where it takes all your... Oh yeah, that's Eventide Island. Mm-hmm. Yep, that's Eventide Island, Tim.
Here I go.
Yeah, Debbie, I think they were tougher on Master Mode. But at the same time, they were still pretty tough when they were covered in goo, whatever that was. Are you fucking kidding me? Okay, oh yeah, I know what you mean. I'm sure, but I'm sure having a heck of a time beating them in Breath of the Wild. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. Honestly, they're really tough either way, to be honest with you. It took me a long time to be able to beat them. Are you playing on Master Mode or are you playing on regular mode? Eventide can kiss my behind. I'm playing so terrible right now. I thought I could make that jump.
Here I go.
36 lives though. Regular mode.
Here I go.
Why would I want this thing? Oh my gosh. Playing like a goddamn noob tonight.
Here I go.
All right, here we go. We're gonna do ourselves a favor and get this thing. There we go, a little fireball action. Yeah, Master Mode is really difficult because the enemies regenerate health, even Lionels. I loved Eventide once you got under... Okay, yeah, someone told me something recently that and it worked. Right before you go into Eventide Island, you drop like 3 or 4 of your weapons and they'll be there whenever it loads up. Like, because, you know, Eventide, obviously it goes black or whatever, and I was able to take in a whole bunch of weapons to Eventide Island with me. You're not bothering me at all with Breath of the Wild questions. No, you're creating amazing conversation. Do you see how many people responded and talked with you, Tim? No. Dude. First off, Tim, you never bother me. I love having you here in your conversation, but no. Keep asking questions. Keep talking. The only person who bothers me in the stream is Punk Sticks. Wait a minute, I'm kidding.
Here I go.
Hey dude, in all seriousness, I understand that you Googled a bunch of things about what the emulator BIOS, but you know what you're asking. What do you think, homie, bro? What? I already told you I'd help you if you message me. You know, I just can't do it for you. Yeah, I can talk Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom all day. Yeah, Tim, please talk. Absolutely. I mean, besides, too, you're talking about the right things. This is a video game channel, and you're talking about video games, so you're in good company. I want Tears of the Kingdom so bad, but I want to be Breath of the Wild. I would just, dude, I wouldn't even get Tears of the Kingdom until you're like completely like, until you're like, I don't even want to look at Breath of the Wild anymore. You know, God damn it.
Here I go.
I'm gonna beat this fucking level. Right, meow. Here we go. I know, Ivana, that is a bunch of horse shit. Bunch of horse doo-doo. That's an old horse apple. This level is just extremely tough with this lava. Well, purple acid water. Oh my gosh, I could have sworn I had that. Is Link's Awakening part of the expansion pack, or do I need to buy it separately?
Here I go.
Huh? I'm sorry, Tim, I just don't know what you're asking. Link's Awakening, isn't that, oh, wait a minute. Like the GBA game? GBA is part of the expansion pack on Nintendo, yes. GBA, Nintendo, Game Boy Advance, GameCube, Sega Genesis, and N64, and Game Boy Advanced are what you get when you get the when you do the expansion. Fuck! That was stupid.
Here I go.
Yeah, Yeah, it comes with Link's Awakening, I'm pretty sure. I think. Cool, man, I'll ask you later. I meant that you have the questions you need to ask Google. I'm a little confused on the basics. Oh, I'll totally, like, give you all that I know about the basics. Okay. Let me ask you a super basic question then, Punksticks. Do you know how to unzip files? Do you know how to unzip files and extract things? Unzip and extract. It sounds tougher than it is. Like, I didn't know how to a long time ago. I remember someone was telling me, you gotta extract the file. I'm like, how the fuck do you do that? What are you talking about? That was years ago. Probably 20 years ago. There we go. Fuck, finally. Okay. Well then, you're just gonna need to watch a lot of videos. That's all I'm gonna say. Like, for real. You're gonna need to just YouTube everything, Google everything. But anyway, yeah, let's move on. I'll talk to you more about it later. Talk more Breath of the Wild. Fucking finally. Holy shit.
So nice.
Yeah, there's so much to do in Breath of the Wild. I have Breath of the Wild. I should brush my teeth.
Here I go.
Chris, Clyde Lawrence, welcome in. It's funny how those guys are completely impervious to fireballs. There we go. All that fancy swinging and having to move those platforms around kind of makes me think of DKC for sure. That's funny. I named my horse in Breath of the Wild Shitface. And so when my horse can't get to where I am, it says Shitface can't come right now. Like, poor Shitface. That must feel terrible. He must be married. I'm just kidding. Oh, that would have been a free ban right there, but I bitched out.
So nice.
The green horses are an ass to tame. You know you can land on bears. If you use Rivali's Gale, you can land on a bear and you can also land on deer. You can ride almost anything in that game. And it's really funny when you bring a bear to the stable. Debbie says, I love the bears. Stop. Bears, stop, bears, stop, bears, stop, bears, stop, bears. You just have to have a lot of stamina to tame a bear. I got my hands on a PS3 controller, but it keeps activating the PS button. Huh. Interesting. That sucks. Here we go. I'm spraying with WD-40. Hopefully it resolves it. There you go. Hey, did the WD-40 work on your other thing? That wasn't me, but I remember you were talking about that. Yeah, if you're just spraying one button, just use a little bit. Just a tiny, tiny ass bit. But yes, it does work. It works on drift too, stick drift.
So nice.
I inherited my grandmom's house. I'm totally sitting here by myself. I believe I need the ad to come out here and have a glorious party. Snez brew, clinking beer mugs
Gosh.
emoji.
I have no time for that. Maybe in like 18 years when all the kids are out of the house. I did not want that, but whatever. Cool. We took it away. I guess you have to complete the level for it to give it to you?
Here I go.
What's this? Ah, this is the ghost house I was just at. Okay. Thank you so much, Punk Sticks. You're awesome, dude. Oh no, you let your kid borrow Breath of the Wild like a year ago and he's still on the Great Plateau. I mean, the Great Plateau is daunting at first. What do you think, Debbie? What do you think, Tim? Like when you first play Breath of the Wild, when you beat the Great Plateau, like it almost feels like you're beating the game, you know, like kind of, you know, like it takes a long time. Like the Great Plateau is longer than some Super Nintendo, and PlayStation games and Xbox games and just the Great Plateau. Hey.
18 it is. I'll be waiting right here with some 40s.
Sweet. Hell yeah, dude. Joseph Neal is like the stream. Hell yeah, Joseph.
Here I go.
Debbie said, yes, I agree. I stopped my second playthrough because I forgot how hard the game was when you first start with only 3 hearts. I have played... Try starting on Master Mode sometime. Now that is a fucking challenge. Master Mode is insane. Master Mode at first, I want to say Master Mode at first is like almost as hard or harder than starting a Dark Souls game. I think I'm ready for Master Mode, so that will be my next endeavor. Oh, it's so tough, Debbie. Especially when you're fighting an enemy and all their health starts to come back. And fighting Lionels. Shit. That is tough. Thank you again, Punk Sticks. You're awesome, dude.
Vector activated.
I'm used to some Dark Souls games. I'm pretty good at them. I think Master Mode is harder.
Here I go.
Yeah, Breath of the Wild is a tougher game than people give it credit for, man. That game is really tough. Yeah. No, I actually got flustered with Tears of the Kingdom because there is no Master Mode. And I'm really bothered about that they're not putting a Master Mode in there at all. Like, why would they put Master Mode in Breath of the Wild? And the reason why they didn't put that in there is because it said that they felt like it didn't need it. Like, whenever they created Master Mode with Breath of the Wild, it's because they felt like it needed more content and more of a challenge. But supposedly they said that they felt like they made, you know, Tears of the Kingdom as hard as they possibly could. And, you know, I guess it's not bad. But I think also, too, Tears of the Kingdom is a lot easier in a lot of ways. One of the ways that it's easier is traversal. What do I mean by that? What I mean is that there's so many ways. One of the hardest parts about Breath of the Wild sometimes is... Are you fucking kidding me? One of the hardest parts about Breath of the Wild is getting somewhere. You know, like having the stamina to climb the mountain or possibly finding a way around it. But with Tears of the Kingdom, all that's out the window. You know, once you get powerful enough with Tears of the Kingdom, you can fly up to the top of a mountain. You can just pull out your little flying craft and, you know, and do it that way. You know, you can, you know, you can do this thing where you look up and it'll take you up through the floor. You know, so there's just so many easier ways to traverse in that game. That's what makes it easier. Can I slide on that and jump off that? No. No, I guess not. Okay, that worked. That was the second one. Hey, Ashley, said Debbie. Yeah, so Tears of the Kingdom was good. I just thought it could have used... I don't know. I think the temples were neat. You know, it was really, really cool that you know, could... You know, that they actually had, like... Oh, no. I mean, really? Can I exit and enter? Of course not. That was stupid. Whatever. If I want to, I'll go coin hunting later.
So nice. Here I go.
We've almost beat this world. A lot of deaths. I see. Oh, man. Did I beat the rest of Battletoads? Hey, Angela, welcome in. My kid was coughing. I wanted to make sure he was okay. What's up, Christopher Smith? Welcome back, man. Hello, Mangelo. Oh. Yeah, I loved that the PS3's online was free, and that's how what's so nice about Steam is Steam's online is free.
So nice.
Honestly, I could probably have just Steam and just you know, just Steam and just PlayStation or just Switch Online, and I'd be fine. I do take pictures, but I've never. Cortina got all of them, I'm pretty sure. She was really, really, really like on it about the compendium or whatever it is. Angela said, "Hey, Grandma." Hey, Grandma Debbie said, "Noah." Hey, Noah, I said sorry earlier if that I missed you when you first came in here. I'm sure you saw it though. But I'm sure you're probably not bothered either. But I just felt bad that I missed your first comment. I don't think so. I think it's more of a completionist thing. You know, it's just I don't think you get anything for completing it, no. Nope, it's just busy work, just something to do. I also don't 100% know if she got it, you know. All good, was chilling with Trinity and she's sleeping now. Fair enough, brother. This is going to be a monthly game that I play, by the way, just so you guys know. If you like this game, you're going to see it more often. It is fun running around and taking pictures, I agree. I see. Yep, Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom. And I think the next best Zelda game is, for me personally, is Wind Waker. I loved Wind Waker, like, a lot. But it's still very much like a regular Zelda game, like tedious. I'm not a big fan of, like, you know, Zelda games where I like the freedom of Breath of the Wild, where it's like you can do, you know, basically whatever you want to do. There's no wrong answer. You know, you can go to a shrine or you can go, you know, go do a quest, but in like in the Zelda games that are in any other Zelda game, it's like you must do this first, and you must grab this item, and you must do that, and you must defeat this dungeon. And there's other little things you can do, but nowhere near the freedom you get in Breath of the Wild or Tears of the Kingdom. Sweet.
This is so nice.
All right. Okay, so now we're taking on the world we're actually supposed to take on, and at the end of this, we do have to beat Koopa, or the last castle, with a small Mario. And Tim, collect everything from monster parts, choo-choos. Yes, everything for real. That's great advice. I would really like to see a 3D remake of the original Zelda. I mean, it's kind of Breath of the Wild, to be honest with you. I don't know.
Here I go.
That was a neat little effect back in the day. Sink in the snow. So one thing that I love on games is parallax scrolling, and I'm hoping Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom will drop in price. I want them so bad. What I would recommend for you, since like you can always get a case later, you can literally buy a case on eBay. Noah, if you go to eBay and you type in Breath of the Wild Switch, and let's see, let's sort by lowest price first. See, there's a case for $9, so you can get a case for like $9. Let's see here. Where's the cheapest copy of the game? Here we go. Let's see. And then let's do buy it now, so we don't run into any Okay, starting on cheapest first. Okay, it's all cases at first, but that's good. There's tons of Breath of the Wild cases online. Just a second, we're getting there, we're getting there. Amiibos, controllers, we're getting closer. Let's see, well, how much, well, where will a game start in price? We're at about $29 so far. Empty case for Switch 2. Hang tight with me, y'all. Oh, here we go. Here we go. So you can get Breath of the Wild for $33 just the cartridge on eBay. That's the cheapest I've found. 33 bucks ain't bad. So if you want me to help you find a cheap copy and send you a link, I can do that. So 33 bucks, man. Not too bad. No. Nope, not bad at all. I agree. Yeah, the steal, right? There you go. If you want Breath of the Wild, there's how you get it. Just get it without a case. I know you're not buying it to collect it, so it doesn't matter if you have a case or not. And you can always buy a case later for like $9 or $10 on eBay if you ever want a complete copy. Like it matters if you get the case at the same time as the game, you know? So, there you go. Gotta love eBay. Gotta know how to use eBay too, which is really easy, honestly. Just, you know, filter out what you want. Filter out what you don't want. You're welcome, man. Heck, I'll help you out with your Breath of the Wild journey. Let me know. Now, guys, I don't throw money at everybody. Noah's been watching for like 8 years. He's like a brother. I may do this for someone in the future. You never know. Let me know when you're going to buy it, and I'll throw $10 down for you. I got 30% of your Breath of the Wild purchase for you.
Here I go.
Yeah, dude, you're welcome. That'd be Grandma Debbie approved, you know? Heck, I think Grandma Debbie sent 2,000 stars, you know, recently, so half of her star sent, I'm sure she don't mind. That's going to a good cause, right, Debbie? And feeding the kiddos, of course. Evan Zayer today and Chris Knapp and all you guys who support the show. Hey, there you go. All you got. Let me know, ADD. I'm good for 10. But there you go. You let us know, Noah. You know, if you can come up with, like, you know, just find the cheapest copy. Debbie and I got you. We will each send you 10 bucks, so you're gonna have to practically pay nothing for it. I know, right? Isn't that crazy? Also, too, y'all, and I don't mean to bring up old wounds, but Noah's lady just passed away, so I know he needs help. You know, like right now, more than ever, like, you know, freaking just keeping his mind, you know, at peace, you know, and nothing like a little Zelda to do that, you know? So. But yes. But yeah. Let me know when you're gonna buy it, and Debbie and I both got you, man. Well, I love this community, always helping each other out. Hell yeah, dude. Hail to the gas. And then later on, you can get Tears of the Kingdom the same way. You know, just get it cheap on eBay. Just buy a cartridge, you know?
So nice.
For sure, Debbie. I wasn't jelly at all, but I love that.
What? Oh.
not every stream gets a stream grandma. That's a very fortunate thing to have.
Here I go.
Wow, good Lord, John. That's crazy. One of the reasons Riley and I always said this is more like a family than just a community, for sure. We all really miss her too, but nowhere near as much as you, I know that's for sure. There we go. Not every stream has an ADD, you're sweet. What was the point of that? I guess just to get out of there? Oh, to get out of there probably after I got the thing, okay. You'll be playing Breath of the Wild in no time.
So nice.
It's hundreds of hours, at least 1,000 hours of fun. I know that when I moved everything from my Switch to my Switch 2, I lost my time on Breath of the Wild, and I wish I would have taken a picture of it, but it was like 770 something hours or something like that. And I know I already have 100 something hours on my new Switch. The Hyrule Warriors is good, John.
Here I go.
The Hyrule Warriors is a very fun game. It's Dynasty Warriors, but Zelda. That's something I actually need to play, now that you remind me. They're really good. If you're wanting more story, so the cool thing about those games, Debbie, is it's the story of, like, the first one, Age of Calamity. It's like what happened leading up to Breath of the Wild. It's 100 years ago, and the end of the game starts Breath of the Wild. So, and then same with Age of Imprisonment. Age of Imprisonment is the same thing. It's what happened after Breath of the Wild, but before Tears of the Kingdom. I'm getting chills just like thinking about it right now, actually. The music in the games is so good too. It's all new, amazing, beautiful Zelda music. They're really good. Well, yeah, there's only one Hyrule Warriors before that, and it was a non-canon Hyrule Warriors, but that doesn't mean it's bad. You know, like, you know, just keep that in mind, everybody. Canon and non-canon. If someone was like, well, that's non-canon, it's just bullshit. No, it's not. It's still more story. Don't be all hoity-toity about your canon and non-canon. You know, I love non-canon Dragon Ball Z stuff. I love non-canon, you know, Yu Yu Hakusho stuff, and it's CANON, just in case you guys are wondering. It just means not part of the main story. Is Mario Wonder worth buying? Fuck yeah. Yes, Mario Wonder is most definitely worth buying. Canon means part of the main story. The main story. Non-canon means not part of the main story. So like there's 3 Hyrule Warriors games, Debbie. Regular Hyrule Warriors, Age of Calamity, and Age of Imprisonment. So Age of Calamity and Age of Imprisonment are canon because they're part of the main story. Non-canon is the first Hyrule Warriors because it's just a Zelda story, but it's not actually part to do with any actual Zelda story. It doesn't tie into any game. It's just a story of Zelda and Link. So it doesn't mean anything bad though, you know. Like there are some really like people who are like almost snobby about whether things are canon or not canon. Well, I don't watch non-canon stuff. I don't pay attention to anything that's not canon, blah 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 blah. So you'll hear that a lot in the anime community. And I can understand, but sometimes it just gets a little ridiculous. ADD, will you still be up in 30 to 40 minutes? Ooh, that's a tough one, Jody. That could be up in the air, brother. I don't know. It's already 1:30 right now. I didn't realize what time it was, actually. I don't know. I don't think so, Jody, sadly. I'm sorry. And I know I know it's no big deal. You know, you're like, cool, I'll catch you tomorrow if that's the case, you know, but... Yeah, I don't know. It's already 1:30. I didn't realize what time it was. If it was Friday or Saturday, I could probably say yes, but I'm going to have to save now, actually, probably on this. I love Mortal Kombat 4. That game's awesome. I'm gonna skip that. Alright, I'm gonna do one more level. This game is really awesome. Oh. Oh, kind of like how Star Trek books are mostly not canon because they don't really tie into the main story and they're never really brought up again. And yeah, yep, that's right. That is exactly right, Joseph. Or the Dragon Ball Z movies. Dragon Ball Z movies are a good example of non-canon, amazing. And even though things can be non-canon, they still can, like, be... So, even though they're, like, okay, so the movie Cooler's Revenge in Dragon Ball Z is not canonically correct. You know, it's not canon, but at the same time, there are some parts of the movie that are canonically correct. Like the fact that Frieza had a brother named Cooler. Like, that is correct. That's now part of the main canon. But the actual story of them fighting, you know, Cooler is not part of the main story. You know, things like that. So there are some movies that like Gogeta, you know, like the Gogeta now, things can also become canon later. like with the 12th movie of Dragon Ball Z, how Goku and Vegeta formed Gogeta. Well, for a long time, Gogeta was really awesome. And even though it was non-canon, people still really liked Gogeta. But then Vegito became canon, but then Gogeta became canon later in Dragon Ball GT, but then Dragon Ball GT became non-canon later because Akira Toriyama decided it was a grand side story, and now they've made Dragon Ball Super, which became canon. So things that are canon can eventually become non-canon, and it's, yeah, so it's a winding road. It's, yeah, anyway. Yeah, the Cooler's Revenge music was awesome. Nothing tops good old Mario. You're so right, John. I look at it as like a multiverse. That's a good way to put it. Yeah, it's a retcon. Yep, that's what they call a retcon. Yep, a retro continuity. Continuity is when something isn't like. Continuity is when everything makes sense. When everything goes in a circle. When you can look at this, and this, and they all make sense and tie into the story. That's continuity. But a retcon is when something was canon and becomes non-canon, or was non-canon and becomes canon. That's a retcon. Or something that doesn't make sense in the story, you know, can be a retro continuity as well. Like a retro continuity is like something that happens later in the story that makes something from the past part of the story not make sense, basically.
Here I go.
So I don't think actually. Anyway, yeah, I could go on. Yeah, you're welcome. Thanks for letting me flex my nerd muscles. Oh, dude, yeah, when they played Change in the House of Flies, whenever Goku was transforming into Super Saiyan, oh yeah, that was awesome. Yeah, they really did have some badass music. I'm going to check. I'm going to turn my kid's TV down really quick. Hang on. Oh, that's not a TV. That's my kid's toy. Nathan must have bumped his toy in his sleep, moving around. He has a... We keep a little steering wheel toy in there that makes noise every time you turn the steering wheel or do the blinker. Oh. Oh no. That would be awesome. I have heard rumors of a 2-pack of Twilight Princess and Ocarina, but I don't know. I've heard there's rumors of all kinds of stuff. Might not even be true. Like, I got excited about something recently that I saw that wasn't true, unfortunately, and it was a 3-pack of New Super Mario Brothers, New Super Mario Brothers 2, and New Super Mario Brothers Wii, and I totally got tricked by this fake thing, and on, you know, that isn't real, unfortunately. It is what it is. But that sucked. So I don't know. Saw a picture, thought it was real, turned out not to be true. This game is fun. It's just tough. Oh, man. You know how the Switch makes Virtual Boy 3D headsets? Do what? Oh, yeah. No, I want that. I'm gonna get that. I'm definitely gonna get that. That's a must. Is it out yet? I don't think that's out yet.
Here I go.
I'm probably going to pre-order it when I get the chance, but if it's already out, then it's going to be... the only people who probably got it are people who actually were lucky and people who scalped it. Which that, you know, hopefully it doesn't do very well on the scalper market and then it'll just be cheap. Yeah, I think they're $100 standard. I mean, which if it works, that's pretty cool, honestly. What they should do is they should make a Virtual Boy app, but make it in color now. Now that would be awesome, since the technology's there. I think they should put out the Virtual Boy app, but make every game how they imagined it would have been then. And then what they should do is they should give you the option to switch to like standard, you know, standard Virtual Boy. I think they should do that. And it wouldn't be that tough. Just make the games in color. Oh man, are you kidding me? Oh man. Yeah, I don't know if it's out yet or not. It might be, and if it is, well, whatever. I have 3 original Virtual Boys. I'm not too worried about it. Urban, you're just spamming video game names, which is not a bad thing, I guess. But like, I mean this in I mean this in the most respectful way. Is English like your second language, and you're having like just kind of trouble typing like full sentences or whatever, which is fine. I mean, I don't know how to speak any other language, so I'm not judging or anything like that. But just curious if you can say something else besides, you know, video game names. With all due respect. Oh yeah, right. You know, yeah, fake celebrity death posts for sure. Those are awful. All right, let's see here. I know, I saw that. Right, no, right, Noah. Yeah, that's so true.
Bye-bye. It's me, Mario.
All right. I need to use the restroom real quick, so in between that time, I'm going to give you guys the Glenn's Mom song to listen to. So listen to Glenn's Mom while I go use the restroom. I'll be right back, everybody. Hang tight.
Watching it all go down while we wait for the biggest legend to come back into town. Havana's in the kitchen, yeah, she's baking something sweet, while Matthew Bernier's in the ER saving people on the street. He's a literal superhero wearing scrubs instead of capes, while we're sitting in the Discord eating tacos and edibles like, hey, Glenn's mom has got it going on, cause we're always ragging on Glenn's mom, even though we don't know is acting like a star, searching for a SpongeBob meme to take the joke too far. Noah's looking lonely, yeah, he's feeling kinda blue. He's really missing Riley, man, we're feeling for you too. Kyle Haley's in the mix and Cortina's looking great, but there's a problem in the viewer list that we've got to straight. I see you in the list, yeah, I see you in the dark. Lurking, stop your lurking, you're missing out the spark. If you're lurking, then you suck, come and type a hi or yo. Unless you're Grandma Debbie, then you're always good to go. Now everybody listen, put your devices on the layers, raise your hands in the air if your name is Kevin Zayer. I said raise your hands in the air if your name is Kevin Zayer. Yeah, you say Kevin Zayer. You don't know, we don't know, we gotta thank Chris Frederick, the moderator king. In Quincy, he's the hero, he can handle anything. He keeps the chat in line while we're acting like
such a good song.
But even with his band hammer, we're breaking all the rules. Hey! Glenn's mom has got it going on, cause we're always regging on Glenn's mom, even though we don't know Glenn's mom. Glenn, can't you see? You're just a mod to me. I know it might be wrong, but I'm in love with Glenn's mom.
This song makes you want to get your drum set back. It is so good.
Glenn's mom.
The new Micro Machine aircraft carrier playset. The dramatically detailed, terrifically trimmed replica of the real thing that holds 25 Micro Machines with fabulous, fantastic features. 2 totally terrific elevators, real working hoist, runway, and 2 cargo arms. The real thing that holds 20...
I won't be playing any PS1 tonight. There will be another song, Tim. We'll add you into. You'll definitely get in on a song for sure. There, every month we're gonna be making. I'm gonna be making a new one.
Here I go.
You remember? You guys remember the song Mambo Number 5? Mambo Number 5, and how he named off a bunch of like. A little bit of Monica in my life, a little bit of Sarah by my side, a little bit of Tina's all I need, a little bit. So I was thinking about making the next song in that style. So I think that'd be really fun. A little bit of Ditto making the website, you know, like, I don't know, just. So the next song is going to be in the style of Mambo Number 5. And it's going to be just naming a whole bunch of people from the stream. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Everybody know. Yeah. So that's gonna be the net. That came to me a few days ago. That I wanted to make the next song like Mambo Number 5. So that's my inspiration for the next song. So that way I can mention even more people, because that whole song is just about mentioning names. You'll be, yeah, Ashley, you'll be in there, Tim. We're gonna get a lot of people in this next song. It's gonna be a big community extravaganza of songs. So, gotta wait till, I'm gonna start feeding my buddy ideas here soon. I knew what you meant, Ashley. And yeah, we'll have a song after a few days, just like last time. We'll see if it turns out just as good. Gonna have to call you Weird ADD Yankovic with the song parodies. Irvin, can I ask you a question? Are you a kid? John Pacino, is that another profile? Are you usually John Pacino Smalls? Just curious. Okay. Irvin, I mean no disrespect by this, but the only people who I usually see like just continuously spam comments like that are typically kids. So that's why I ask. So just kind of with your comment spamming kind of makes me think you're a kid, but if you're just naming games that you like, that's cool too, but yeah. Anyway, just curious. Okay, cool, John. Whoa. Oh, nice, Kirk. Man, you're an expert at that game, huh? Oh, it stopped right there. I am. Welcome in, Micah. I mean, you're okay, dude. You know, it's not bothering me per se, but at the same time, you know, it's kind of repetitive, and I just, you know, so that'd be nice if you join the conversation. You know, I mean, we all obviously, you know, think you're, you know, nice. We're hanging out with you, but you know, join the conversation maybe a little more than just, you know, spamming random game names. Hey, Fat Clat, welcome in, buddy. I meant to respond to your message earlier on how I was doing, but I was just got busy with kids and stuff. I'm doing good, man. Thanks for asking in your message. How are you doing, buddy?
So nice.
Hey, Fat Clat, said Noah.
What? Oh.
Hey, Fat Clat, said Debbie.
What? Oh. Here I go.
Oh, yeah. Busy, busy. Yep, for sure. Getting back to work after all that time. My gosh. I couldn't imagine.
What? Oh.
Get some extra lives.
What?
Hey, Debbie. Hi, Noah. Hey, Ashley. Hey, Mangelo. Angela says, hey, Fat Clat. Oh, whatever.
Here I go.
Here we go. Did anyone ever used to watch Grimm's Fairy Tales on Nickelodeon? It actually was like, it was like Hansel and Gretel and Beauty and the Beast and Cinderella and all kinds of Rumpelstiltskin, all kinds of fairy tales, but they were anime. It was called Grimm's Fairy Tales, and it was on Nickelodeon. I used to watch that all the time. Have I played the mini games? Isn't that a separate section? Oh man, boo. Like it's on the options menu, and you watch that? Ah man, awesome. That was close. Oh, you're all good. You're all good, Ray. You know. Hey, welcome in, Aubrey. How are you? I'm back, said Jody. Hell yeah, dude. Was that already 30 to 40 minutes? Good lord. Hey, time is a fickle biatch.
So nice.
Yeah. He says Itsumi. Yep, which is Super Mario. Yep, I do know that. And I learned that a few years ago from Quincy, I think. Hey, hell yeah, Ray. Appreciate it, dude. No worries, man. Hey, Ray. I found a website called Flash Museum that has every Flash game that ever existed. Do you think with that you could put the Magic Pen game on the website if it was on that Flash Museum website? Or no, the website doesn't support Flash, does it? I don't know. Who knows? I was thinking since it worked on there, maybe it was a possibility. Chun-Li's awesome. I'm a Blanca and Ken fan. Ken and Ryu. Fair enough. Okay. Understandable. I gotta see if it's on there first. I need to go to I haven't been to that Flash Museum website. Oh well. Hey Tim, take care, dude. That was totally weak. I've been saving that. Oh my gosh, that was awesome. I totally clipped that too. Hell yeah. You have to isolate them because Flash has huge security issues and uses lots of resources, and lots of sites shifted. Oh, fair enough. That makes sense. Okay, understandable. Well, let's not worry about it then. We can just tell people about the site and tell them to check out the game. Not a worry. So tomorrow we're gonna work towards unlocking World 7. So World 7, as you can see, is locked. And how we have to unlock that is we have to go through World 5 Castle and beat the castle with really tiny Mario, which is a pain in the ass. And the best way to do it is to just have one in your lower inventory, which is really tough. So what I'll have to do is I'll have to find a place to go find one, like in the game, or hope to get one somewhere. Oh, yeah, I see what you're talking about. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. Okay. All right, Ray. Is there a problem with stars? I just bought some and they aren't there. Darn it. Is anybody else having an issue with stars? Everybody sees the star icon, right? Okay, cool. So, John, what you might need to do is you might need to, first off, I would recommend exiting the stream, closing out Facebook completely, and reopening the stream. Thank you, Ray. Thank you, Noah. So exit the stream, reopen it completely, and then what I would do if it doesn't work, I would shake your phone, and it's going to ask report a problem, and then I would recommend taking a, Good. Okay, Joseph. Excellent. Excellent. So yeah, shake your phone and just send a report that you... Yeah, exactly. He should shake his phone and say what the issue is, that he bought stars and they're not showing up. Yes. Yep. People have ran into that issue before, John. And John, I want to say I really appreciate you purchasing stars for the stream to send. And I will be on, if you don't get them tonight, I will be on 3 times tomorrow if you need to come back by and shoot those to my total, man. That'd be awesome. I'd really appreciate it. Okay, so I don't want to...
Bye-bye.
I'm going to load to make sure that everything loads here.
Me, Mario.
Yeah, so just shake your phone, and what I would do is shake your phone and send, send a report that you bought stars and they're not showing up.
It's me, Mario.
Okay, here we go. Let's see. I had an ice cream sandwich for a snack, but I'm still hungry. I want to play this Mega Man ZX game sometime. Burnout Legends, Mario. Let's see here. Hello, Irvin from the Philippines. Apparently, there's a kit that can easily be dropped in your website that'll run Flash games over Flash emulator written in HTML5 called Ruffle. Interesting. All right, let's play one game of Tetris before I go. I need to play some Ninja Turtles tomorrow. Level 19 is my highest level. Let's see if I can do it. Covered a lot of ground in that Mario tonight. That was fun. Turbo. Oh, I shouldn't have done that. Oh well. Sweet. Hey, dude, you're awesome, Joseph Neal. Thank you.
Take my stars.
So I'm at the point in time now where I can be convinced to play longer. I could either go to bed or I could keep streaming. So oh yeah. Irvin, you're just kind of spamming, dude. I don't really know, you're just kind of spamming, man. What do you got going on, Irvin? What'd you eat today? Hey! You guys started a star party! Star party! This is our chance! Star party! Star party!
I once
Beans make
dated a
me.
guy that was actually a ghost.
Jody Spencer!
I had my suspicions the moment he walked through the door. Ghost emoji. Rolling on the floor laughing emoji.
Oh my
Playful
gosh.
face emoji.
Good lord, that's funny. Did he drag a penny up the door too? Thank you so much, Joseph and Ivana. Keep it going for the stars. L to the yeah. Oh, nearly that next level. That's awesome. Hey, let's add to the total. You're awesome, dude.
Let's add to the total.
Oh my gosh, Debbie, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Debbie. Thank you, Joseph. Thank you, Jody. I remember a few oh my gosh, thank you. Thank you, Ivana. Thank you, Jody. Thank you, Joseph.
Excuse me, princess.
Thank you, Ivana.
Star party.
Excuse me, princess.
lol. Boffer, rolling on the floor laughing emoji. Playful face emoji.
Hero of Hyrule, chosen by the sword that seals the darkness.
Oh,
You have
they
shown
do a Masters of the
unflinching
Universe
bravery,
trailers
skill,
tomorrow.
and
Ooh,
face
I
of
can't
dark-
wait to see that.
Okay.
Thank you so
and
much, everybody.
Jill, here's a lockpick. It might be handy if you, the
33%
master of
complete
unlock,
with the Star Party. Hey, ADD, random question. Did you ever taste a Switch cartridge? Yes. They put a nasty film on there to keep them out of kids' mouth. Mm-hmm. Yep. I have. Hashtag Debbie. Hashtag Ivana. It is gross. But it's meant to be. Because they're small enough for, you know, unfortunately for kiddos to swallow. So yeah, good precaution. And now's when you're starting to get into your risky moments right here. I didn't think I was going to get all the way back down. You gotta go to bed, Irvin. I don't understand. Oh no. I'll be right back. I'm gonna go get this toy out of my kid's crib that he keeps kicking. I'm going to change my little Bubby's diaper real quick. I know you're so tired. Be right back, everybody. Had to get my baby changed, give him his diaper, give him his bottle. And then I noticed that my other two boys, Owen and Lucas, were uncovered. They were, they kick around and the blanket was on the floor, so I covered everybody up. And, then I'm going to go change more diapers here soon when I'm done. That way, I try to do them every night. So Corinne doesn't have to wake up because she works really hard. I get to stay home and stream, so the least I can do. She has to deal with traffic in the morning and deal with customers and face-to-face, and she needs a whole night's sleep. Hey, thank you for what Star Party portion we completed, y'all. That's super awesome. So really thankful for that. Thank you so much. I feel like there was a Star Party completed still right here. Lots of love being shown. let's see here. Oh, Batman's still over there getting shaken on. Let's see here. All right, one more short game. Let's do a little Paperboy. Tomorrow I'm going to do something out of my normal wheelhouse. I'm going to do, well, not really, but I'm going to do Ninja Turtles and then Dick Tracy. I haven't played Dick Tracy in a while. So Ninja Turtles, Dick Tracy, that'll be more the afternoon show. The morning, I'm not sure yet. I'm thinking about just doing Breath of the Wild in the morning. The latest I'll be on is about 10 a.m., but I'll hopefully be on earlier. Remember what the total was. 39.34. Here we go. Here we go. Excellent. Oh, boo. I should have had that. Mornings I can get real experimental, and I need to start getting really experimental in the mornings now that I have this thing working on my side. I can play all kinds of different stuff. Because mornings are so hit or miss. Joseph Pruitt has liked the stream. Do it to it, Pruitt. Oh no. Game is pretty tough. You gotta really pay attention. So, do you guys remember that 501 cartridge that I used to have a long time, that I used to play a long time ago? 500 Nintendo games in one, and I had all those really weird Nintendo games. I want to get a Nintendo cartridge slot that connects to a USB that goes directly into my computer, so I could like take the games off of there and put it on my Steam Deck. I know they exist. I just gotta search for them on Amazon. I won't lie, I'm gonna do that when I'm in bed. As I'm going to bed. Gonna head out after Paperboy. So thanks again for everything. What do you guys got planned for the rest of the night or tomorrow? Dang. That's crazy. Are you using save states? Is that how you're going to continue tomorrow, or you're just going to like try again tomorrow? Not that that matters either way, I'm just curious. Paperboy is such a classic. I've been watching some videos about knockoff consoles that have weird ROM hacks like that. Yeah, they're actually really neat, you know? Oh, man. Sleep and work. Hey, Mark Popolizio, welcome in. Like, honestly, those little $10... There was a $10 Game Boy looking thing that I bought in line at a Walmart that literally had, like, real Nintendo games on it, but they were, like, bootlegs. And they had all kinds of different crap on there, and that might be kind of fun to... Or I wonder if they make something that has, like, multiple cartridge slots. But it had an SD card in it. And you could pull the SD card out and you could pull the ROMs off it. So anything you can pull the ROMs off of, you can put onto, you know, a Steam Deck. Also, I want to get a DVD writer, so I can take the, I have an emulator on my original Xbox. I just hate the controller. It's supposedly super easy to mod a 360. Like, it takes like 10 minutes, supposedly. You download a file, put a USB in, and boom. RGT85 did a video on it recently. Also, there's like, I won't lie, so something I'm gonna buy eventually this year. There is a $299 hard drive. It's like a 12 terabyte hard drive on Amazon that has like a ridiculous amount of shit on it. And RGT reviewed that too. I've been watching him for so many years, I definitely trust what he says. Here we go. If I pause it halfway through the level, it gives me time to get used to it before you have to start back at the top. That makes sense. Sleep and work, man. You get days off, right, Ashley? Good lord. You can't put on your cape every day, right? Oh my gosh, it's 2:30. I swear an hour just went by like that. Holy crap. I really need to start ending my streams at like 1:30. But that was a time warp. I just went through a time warp. Like a literal time tunnel. Does anybody else feel like the last hour went by way too fast? Fuck. Fuck. Oh well, fuck it. All right, I need to go anyway.
I'm live again. The camera's on. I'm
Fading lights and pixel skies, 8-bit stars where memories lie. The past rewinds, it loops, it plays. Old guy ADD leading the
The month went by way fast. You're right. Like, what the fuck? It's already the 21st?
chasing light. Press start on dreams that never fade. Old guy ADD, the hero made. Game over's not the end, you see. It's a checkpoint in eternity. From cartridge worlds to arcades dim, the echoes sing their ancient hymn. A wolf howls low, a screen turns blue. The old and new, they meet in you. Through the pixels, through the frame, every life's another game. Press start on dreams that never fade. Old guy ADD, the hero made. Game over's not the end, you see. It's a checkpoint in eternity. Fading lights and pixel skies, 8-bit stars where memories lie. The past rewinds, it loops, it plays. Old guy
Fuck.
ADD.
Anyway, yeah, the stream went by really fast. And also, too, one thing I wonder is why we don't reach out to more people. You know, like, I feel like the stream gets the short end of the stick. Catching the very end, today was hella busy. Hey, that's okay. You're awesome, Danny.
It's a checkpoint in eternity.
No worries.
From cartridge worlds to arcades dim.
Prior to tonight, I was off for 3 nights. Oh, that's cool.
Their ancient
Well, good. I'm glad you get some time off, because you sure do work hard. I know being a nurse has got to be so tough.
through the pixels, through the frame, every life's another game.
Man. All right, everybody. Well, thank you again for everything. Thank you so much for the super chats today. We made it to about $54 or $55 in super chats, and then we made it to quite a few stars as well.
Jill,
Let's
here's
see
a
here.
lockpick. It might be handy if you, the master of unlocking.
Oh, good. Yeah, so 40 in stars and like 60 in super chats. I mean, that's a good day. That's the type of day the channel needed. Seriously, I really appreciate it. It has been a slow month, but you know, people are probably recovering from Christmas. Yeah, who knows? So I'm really thankful either way. So have a good one, everybody. Thank you again for joining Mangelo and Ashley, Nurse's Aid, or PCT. But yeah, I bet it gets busy because you have to do more than everybody. If you're an aide for a nurse, good lord, they probably have you do all kinds of stuff. Take care, Matthew, Dante, and Ray, and hey, hope you have a good night too. You too. Take care, Ashley and Angelo and Danny and Debbie and Kirk and everyone who might be watching in the background. And Ashley, I said you, and Mark Popolizio, and let's see, and Irvin and Jody Spencer. Take care, buddy. Joseph Neal, have a good one. Let's see here. John Pacino, if you're still watching, I hope your shit gets fixed, and I hope you're able to send those stars, brother. So, Let's see here. Take care, everybody on YouTube, and take care, everybody on Twitch. Have a good one on YouTube, everyone. Thanks for watching. You guys take care.